What's going on YouTube? It is your boy Chris back again with another video for you guys today. In this video I want to talk about the Premier League Player of the Month that is going to be coming in a couple hours time. Maybe some last minute investments you guys can make regarding that. Talking about icons, talking about Team of the Years, just a little discussion around the Team of the Years and when to buy and stuff like that. An account update as well, because again we did really well on Thursday. So far we flipped 44 cards so far, and like I said in the previous video, the Thursday flipping video, you didn't really have to. You could hold till Friday, like you don't have to sell right away, and that's what I'm kind of doing. The cards that did the best was especially this Conte. I mean, I bought this card at under like 215. How many did I buy? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I bought 9 Contes. Selling all for over 240, all bought at under 215. So I made about like 10 to 12k a card, over 100k profit on this Conte. These Monis were about a 175. These Varans, I've sold 5 of them already. I bought them all at 125 and under. They've been selling for lazies for 145 and 146, so that's good. Today, what's going to be happening in the market? There's a couple different things that could happen. Well, actually, let's talk about what happened yesterday, right? What happened yesterday is we got the full Team of the Year in packs. And this is just kind of a brief discussion about it. We also got Bernardo Silva's SBC, and what ended up happening is right wings got panic sold for some... Like, a guy like Sancho got panic sold. He went all the way down to 110, and I believe he's like 130 right now? Somewhere around there? Yeah, 130. He went down all the way to 110 because of Bernardo Silva. It's a very good card. I prefer him to be central, personally. But it is what it is. I'll probably craft him this weekend. At some point, I'm probably going to have to craft David Luiz and Luis Suarez. I am one SBC away from the base icon. And I actually don't know if I'm going to finish Neuer because I'm currently in an SBC ban, which is actually annoying because for some reason when you do too many SBCs in a day, they do that to you. So I'm trying to find this this Bernardo Silva here. Here it is. He's got 90 pace, 86 shooting, 89 pass. He does have 3-star weak foot, but I really do like this card centrally. I played with him last year. His center attack mid team of season, and I loved it. So I would definitely try to I'd recommend this card. Try him out. You can craft him probably cheaper. And like I said, right wings got panic sold because of that. Now, what happened on Team of the Year market today? And I want to show you guys a couple graphs of some cards. So, I'm sorry for the late upload, but I did just stream for like 4 hours. And I streamed earlier in the daytime as well, so we did double stream. But this is what happened to some of the Team of the Years today. So, I want to look at Trent. He's 115 at the moment. And I'm going to say to you guys, if you have any of these cards, I would personally sell before the drop. Personally, they're going to go a little bit lower with this supply, but I think you're going to have the same chance we had today. So what happened today is during the lightning rounds and leading up to the lightning rounds, if this works for me, they went all the way down. They got panic sold from, okay, so this guy was 1.4, went all the way down, 500k drop. He dropped 500,000 coins, okay, to 970, went right back up to pretty much like 1.2 million. You saw them go to like their lowest, and then you saw them get panic bought back for a weekend league. And I think that's something you can see today as well. If you could perfect that lowest point on the Team of the Year card, you could definitely get him at a good price, and you could probably flip him a couple hours later for some good profit. This Robertson got all the way down, I think, to like 700. Yeah, 700 flat, and then he went all the way back up to 800. And that is down from where he was at 973. So that's like, these guys had like 400k drop-offs. That's nuts. I do think that these cards will get lower over the course of the weekend, so I don't think the buy time is now. And I particularly don't know when the actual buy time is yet, because Team Year is a hard problem to kind of know when the lowest price is going to be. So last year what happened is some Team of the Years went up out of packs because of the inflation of FIFA 19. I mean, the amount of coins the market had during FIFA 19 compared to this year is like head and shoulders different. Like we have so little coins this year compared to what we had last year. So the market is not obviously going to do the same thing as it did last year. Some of these team leaders got cheapest on Friday last year. I don't think that's going to be the thing this year, especially because this market does not have a lot of coins. And I know we have had lightning rounds for pretty much a week, but I still don't trust this market to keep the prices of some of these cards at the current prices. So, for example, Kevin De Bruyne is 2.8 million. Now, I'm going to talk about that because there's a Premier League Player of the Month today. So, I want to talk to you guys. Like Frankie de Jong, I expect him to go to 1.5 at some point this weekend. I expect Conte to go to like 2 mil, 2.1. I even expect Mane to go to 2.4. I mean, this is low in itself, but I could see him going to 2.3, 2.4. Today with Mbappe, if Ronaldo does come out, then Mbappe will probably drop. You will definitely see that drop because of the striker. Because again, kids love Ronaldo. They're gonna panic sell, Mbappe to go and get Ronaldo. And Ronaldo should be around the 4 to 5 mil range. So I don't think his nominee or his inform is gonna get affected too much. If anything, they might get panic sold a bit, but then they'll get bought back up. So maybe that's something you guys can kind of look at in the morning time. If he does get panic sold, when they do confirm he goes into packs. His gold should rise tonight, and his nominee and his inform should get panic sold maybe a little bit, and then go back up in price. Because once people see that Ronaldo is about 4 to 5 million coins, maybe even 6 mil on the first day, who knows? You'll probably see the nominee get ball back up again. So that's something to look at. Allison is as low as 468k at the moment. He's probably gonna go even lower. I mean, this is crazy for an Allison, like at almost 400k for a team of the year. I haven't seen a team of the year this low since FIFA 18 Dani Alves, I believe. So I would take a look at a lot of this stuff tomorrow, guys. If you guys can pinpoint the lowest point on the cards, like if they had like another 200k drop off, I don't know if you'll see that today, but if you see a 200k drop off on some of these lower end cards like Trent or De Ligt or Robertson, you could probably see them go back up later tonight. Because what happens on Friday night is people have to play Weekend League. So people do have to play these games, and they're going to go want to buy these top tier cards like the Team of the Year. So these cards will go back up tonight, in my opinion, but you will see a drop off leading up to the 6 p.m. hour, and then probably around the first or second lightning round, you'll see them be very low. And then you'll see a buyback, most likely like we did today. Now, going into Player of the Month. So this De Bruyne is something I want to talk about because De Bruyne is probably one of the leaders for the Premier League Player of the Month. I think we got Van Dijk last year Player of the Month, so during the Team of the Year. And if we do get Premier League Player of the Month De Bruyne, what you may see is some panic selling or maybe some price correction on this De Bruyne. So what you're going to have is you're going to have lightning rounds and you're going to have panic selling on this Team of the Year. The only way this Team of the Year gets panic sold is if Kevin De Bruyne gets like a 96, right? You'll probably get like a 96 Player of the Month card or 95. And if he's like 5 to 600k, if they make him really affordable, because it's not just 5 to 600k in a market that has no upgrades. We have upgrades now where we can legit craft this card for like 200k. So what you're going to have is when they add another version of a card, even if it's a Team of the Year, you're taking a little bit of demand away from the Team of the Year De Bruyne, because now people shift their focus to the Player of the Month card, which again is much more affordable. It fits people's budgets more, and it doesn't seem impossible to do, because again, if you do 500-600k, you could just do upgrades. If you're packing this card, fair play, but that would be untradeable. There's no tradable value coming onto the market. So, I think this card is probably gonna drop today with lightning rounds and because of the Player of the Month. As long as he gets it, as long as he gets the Player of the Month. So that's something to look at. Some of the icons, guys. So I want to show you guys some of the icons like Blanc and Desai. So a lot of the Team of the Year defenders they went down today because of the Team of the Year defenders. So he went down as low as 935, and now he's back up to like 1.1 million coins. So you see that, like, if you see a big panic selling on some icons, you'll probably see a rebound because, again, what have I said before? People have to play Weekend League. So people are going to buy these cards back. This probably is due, and same with Desai and same with Cannavaro, those top-tier center backs, is probably due to this De Ligt card. Because of how affordable he is. The only problem is he doesn't get the same links that icons do. And icons will always be there for people. They always get those links. Pro players use icons as well. So these cards will always rebound at some point, as long as there's no SBC that makes that like the value. Same like Vardy. Like Vardy made the icon striker market drop a ton because of how cheap he was. But you're not going to see that often in this game. We haven't seen that since, actually. So icons do rebound, and I think if it does happen again today, you can pick that up and you could probably sell it later tonight, because weekend league people have to play. So that's something to look at. Now, looking at investments. Again, I always keep going to the SBC flyers, guys. But they're so low. They are so low. 83s at 1K. 84s at 3K. 85s are 8K. 86s are 14. Okay, 87s are 20. 88s are 25. 89s are 30. If I were you guys, get Premier League high-rated cards. For example, maybe you look at like Laporte's UCL card. You look at Alderweireld. You look at Vertonghen, Fernandinho. Now, these are cards that you're not going to actually sell right away. Because what I'm thinking, guys, is that if we get a Pogba SBC as well, or we get other high-rated SBCs, when the upgrade packs are done, and the Premier League player of the month, De Bruyne, you know, you can't actually craft him through an upgrade. You can't craft Pogba through an upgrade. These players, I think, will rise in price because you're no longer getting the supply from the untradable packs. So people actually have to go and buy these cards again because there's no way of them obtaining them without doing upgrades, and they can't do that anymore. So after Tuesday, once the Team of the Year is out of packs, I think these cards are probably going to start rising. So during lightning rounds, or even before the Player of the Month SBC comes out, you guys could probably go and buy a lot of these, especially the Prem ones. The 85, 86, 87, 88 Prem cards will probably do very well. Like this Harry Kane at 89 is probably going to do very well for the next couple of days after Tuesday. These are some investments you guys can make, like Christian Eriksen. Like I said, Laporte, Alderweireld. Alderweireld and Vertonghen do very well because for an 87 squad, they're always used as the center back duo for the 87 squad. So they always go up to like 27 and 28. Okay, you may look at like a David Silva at 27k, Ederson's at 26.5, Lloris is at 26. This is what I would look at. I would say there's a Belgium requirement, but I don't really see too many Belgium top tiers unless it's like Courtois. That's really it. So those are some investments you guys can make for KDB. And is there anything else I want to talk about? So talking about Team of the Year, right? And people always ask me like, when's the best time to buy? And I don't even know. And I don't think a lot of people know either. Because what's going to happen is we don't have as many coins in the market. So a lot of these cards at the current prices they are should drop lower. Because I don't think the market is rich enough to keep De Bruyne at 2.8. To keep Conte at 2.4. To keep Frankie de Jong at 1.79. To keep Mbappe at 6 mil. I think a lot of these are going to come down. And then sometime this weekend I think is going to be an opportunity for you guys to buy them. I've heard people say out of packs they might be cheapest. It's really a guessing game at this point to really know when they're going to be at their lowest. It's tough to really know. So I would say maybe look at this weekend, pick a price that you like. Over time they should rise though, because they get rarer and they still rise in general. I could take you through Neymar's graph last year and just show you like the fluctuation this guy had because of last year. So like, and he was only in packs from Friday. So this is a card that maybe not the best example, but this just shows you like after packs like what happens. So if you go and look at January 11th last year, okay, he goes all the way up to like 5 mil by February 10th, down to 4.8, up to 5.5. Within a month and a half, he's up to 5.5 million. But look at this big ass drop off. He went all the way down a month later to 4.3. Then he goes all the way back up to 5.2. Then he goes all the way down to 4.1. And then back up to 5.7. Down to 5.1. And up to 7. I mean, that's what's going to happen to a lot of these Team of the Year cards. So, realistically, the best time to buy is just when you want it. When do you want a card that you can hold for the rest of the year? Because that's the thing. Team of the Year cards, you are not replacing. You are not replacing any of these Team of the Year cards. Unless there's a Team of the Season version that is better. Like, for example, if Trent gets a 97 Team of the Season. Or if De Ligt gets a 97 Team of the Season. That's players you can replace them with. But again, these are cards. Look at, like, Conte. he went all the way to 2.1, goes as high as 2.5 by February 24th, down to 1.9, up to 2.1, down to 1.6, overtime goes back to almost 2 mil, down to 1.5, he hit 1.58, up to 1.9, down to 1.3, and back up to 2. So, you know, these cards are going to fluctuate a ton. It's just realistically about buying a player that's going to be in your squad for a long time. So I think sometime this weekend is going to be an opportunity for you guys to buy some of these cards with the weekend league sell-off, especially if we do see a big buyback on the Friday night, as we did today, the Thursday. So, yeah, again, doing these upgrades, man, I've been having a lot of fun, so maybe we get a pack opening for you guys at some point. This is the updated squad. I showed you my Thursday flips. Obviously, made a good amount of profit today. We've probably put about 2.5 mil in upgrades. We just packed Robinson tonight, my first ever team of the year. So that's amazing. I'm so psyched. I got Martial and Rashford up top. My Man United boys. I packed Conte and De Bruyne the day in between. They were out of packs, of course. And then I got to get a better right back. Hopefully Trent. Hopefully Van Dijk. And hopefully Alisson. And then hopefully I get Conte and De Bruyne as well. So I got Vieira also out of the baby icon pack today. Crafting these SBCs are so much fun, guys. I really recommend it. It's team of the year. Have some fun. Have some fun with the game, okay? Thank you guys for watching today. I appreciate it. Comment, subscribe if you're new around here. Talk to you guys in a video soon. Peace out.